Cartographers, a game all about living out my actual childhood of doodling fantasy maps, has long been my roll and or flip and write du jour, and we've covered just about every bit of material associated with Cartographers on this channel in one shape or another. That is, until now, because we got 3 new map packs, and we can't have those just left uncovered. So, Julie, let's do the thing. The Frozen Expanse brings our cartography to, surprise, surprise, the frozen north, with a central frozen lake that acts like a super mountain, awarding oodles of coins if surrounded. Then, faint outlines on many squares restrict what terrain types can be mapped there, adding a subtle but quite meaningful puzzly layer on top of the game. Thematically, the chilly blue warms my always frozen fantasy-loving Ice Age era Magic playing Alaskan heart, and mechanically, this is the least complex of all 6 map packs to date. An easy recommendation for someone who wants more of the core experience of the game with just a little bit more of a challenge, though it does come with 2 more complex monsters and 1 hero that can be freely integrated into your collection if you play with those. Which, it just so happens that I do, and I recommend that you do too. Now, Kethra Steppe, on the other hand, is treading on some familiar fantasy territory for those of us Fanghorn fanatics that are always looking to see if Gondor is calling for aid. Each game, a beacon scoring card is revealed in addition to standard scoring cards, and points are awarded every round for each lit beacon on your map, both of which are lit by surrounding it like a standard mountain. The problem? They're a double-edged sword. Each of the 3 scoring cards are negative points counterbalanced by having enough of the objective fulfilled, meaning you only want to light the beacon when you're ready. This timing element that encourages otherwise suboptimal play was much more compelling than I expected at first glance, and it turned out to be my favorite of the new batch of maps. On the other hand, the one that I expected to be my favorite was Hornhelm. I mean, check this out. You got a freaking fantasy marketplace that you play right alongside all of your maps as you play the game. It just looks so cool and interesting. Each round, a vendor is revealed showing what 3 of 9 items you can purchase, spending coins earned as typical throughout the game. These items sometimes impact how you fill your map, but mostly give you ways to fill in your journey tracker if you do a certain thing on certain terrain types with your map, and the journey tracker just gives you bonus points at the end of the game. Don't get me wrong, this is a cool idea, but I wanted the purchasable items to impact the gameplay more, rather than just be a path to some endgame points. I do like that there's a cost-benefit analysis to keeping or spending coins, though other older maps have done that in a more interesting way. Ultimately, being the guy who burns through Cartographers maps like candy because, well, it's one of the few strategy games I keep on hand that can accommodate as many players as, well, I have copies of the same map, I like having all of these. My MO when playing Cartographers is just to pick 2 random maps from the entire collection at this point and just let the table decide which of those 2 we're playing with. I love that for the most part, all these maps are easy enough to grasp and play well with the core scoring cards and monsters and heroes. If you needed me to narrow it down, then it really comes down to, are you in it for the puzzle or for the pressure? For the former, then go with the Frozen Expanse, and if it's the latter that you're chasing after, then definitely Kethra Steppe. But the decision is up to you. Now, excuse me while I try to puzzle out how I'm going to fit all of this into the 2 Cartographers boxes I have, especially because I'm the weirdo who keeps all of our used scoring sheets. I don't know why I do that. Does anyone else do that? And that's our review, but let me know, what is your favorite roll and flip and or write, and which is your favorite of the Cartographers or even role player products that have been released so far? Put it in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, thanks for being such an awesome community. You know that I've been Jack for the Cardboard Herald.